Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. Now in today's video I'm going to be discussing some of the tips that I have on how to maximise your day at Thorpe Park as well as you can. And I thought to myself, a lot of times you want to maximise your day when it's sunny and it's summer, so why not come outside and use the weather that I have. So let's get straight into tip number one. Now, tip number one that I have is somewhat self-explanatory. It's to have the Thorpe Park app on your phone. The main reason for this is that it allows you to see what coasters are broken down and see coaster queue times on the go wherever you are in the park, and it's really useful. And this tip sort of has two parts. So when you're at the park, you can get on whatever you want when you want, like really, because you can just see what's on a low queue. You can really maximise the day through that. But also, I would suggest go on the app at 10 o'clock in the morning for like a week or 3 to 4 days before your trip, and see what gets the big queues early. A lot of times you'll find this will be a ride at the Swarm because of how close it is to the gates, but sometimes it switches up. Like this week I noticed that really early on Saw was getting a big queue. So yeah, and then don't go to that ride first. Like you can avoid that ride when you go in, because you know, oh, that should be getting a big queue. That's what I would do with the Thorpe Park app. Tip number two somewhat links into that, and it is to get to the park as early as you can. Preferably, I love getting to the park for about 9:15, even though it opens at 10, because it just means you can be there for what I like to call the magic minutes, which is when everything should be on from 5 to 15 minutes from flat rides to coasters, and it just allows you to really maximise that time because so much stuff is on such a low queue, and you can get out a lot of coasters like in those first minutes. Sometimes even for the first hour you'll find that stuff will still be on a very low time. Also, again, linking into that is tip number three, and it is to book tickets in advance. Obviously I'm a season pass holder, so I don't have to worry about that, but if you have the possibility to, I would definitely recommend buying your tickets online the day before you go. Not only does it mean you can get them for £33 rather than £55, but it also means you don't have to queue up to pick up your tickets on the day, which can take a massive chunk out of your day, especially if you're arriving at like 10 to 11 o'clock. Now I know with, for example, the season pass holder, like £15 bring a friend tickets, you actually have to pick them up on the day. But yeah, if you have the possibility to buy your tickets online in advance, because they're cheaper, and it just means you don't have to queue to get into the park, which, yeah, why would you want to queue to get into the park when you don't have to? It's, again, somewhat self-explanatory. Another tip would really be to, if you can, try not to go on a day when you know it's going to be busy. Saturdays are going to be packed, as long as like the weather's okay. But like if you can go in a weekday, go in a weekday when like no one's off school. I mean, I've had situations in the half term, like in half terms where it's been quiet, but that's really rare. So yeah, if you can, just try and go on a day when it's not going to be really busy, and again, you can just maximise your day. Another thing as well is, if you really want to be spending all of your time like doing stuff, don't buy food at the park. Bring your own packed lunch, because especially if it is a nice sunny day like it is today, like it has been for the week, you don't have to wait to get food. You can be queuing and eating, So yeah, bring a packed lunch. Don't buy food at the attraction if you want to maximise your day there, because it can take a lot of time out of your day if you have to queue for your food, and then if you want to like eat your food sitting down. Like even if you have a packed lunch, you can eat your food sitting down, but it's just eliminating that time of queuing for your food. That is another top tip. Another tip I will give you guys is the fact that you can get in a ride queue at, let's say the park closes at 4:59, and you'll be on that ride. So yeah, don't leave the park at park closing, because that's only the ride gates closing. As long as you're in that queue, you'll get a ride on that. I've done that pretty much all the time that I go, because really it just allows you to get that one extra ride. Like even if it's like a big queue, you should still get the ride. And a tip, like if you want to ride Darren Brown's Ghost Train, and you have the ability to leave the park after that, like after a certain period of time, after it's closed, I would say get on Darren Brown's Ghost Train. Unless you want to do a coaster, like I sometimes do coasters, but I'd say get on Darren Brown's Ghost Train, like get in the queue, and then you queue like whatever. You have a nice long 15-minute experience, and you can leave the park. But yeah, maximise that time after the park's closed to get in like another ride, really. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. There should be a Jungle Escape review coming very soon, as I have recently done Jungle Escape, and it is good. Yeah, very good. There will be like spoilers in the review, so I'll give you a short little spoiler-free review right now. Very good theming. I'd say do it if you have the time. If you're there when it's just open, do it, because it's only like, for a pass holder it's £5, for non-pass holder it's only £6. Just book it online when you next go, do it, it's worth it. Yeah. See you in the next one.